Hey everyone, just walked out of the theater from seeing Godzilla -1. And I'm not going to spoil anything. This is my out of the theater thoughts on this film. Just walked out just a moment ago. And I remember seeing the trailer for this a couple months ago, and it looked very intriguing. Toho production. This is not an American Godzilla film. We get that one, I think, in March. Next Godzilla vs. Kong movie comes out. They just dropped that trailer on Sunday. And it's been a while since I've watched one of the Japanese Godzilla films. I mean, I own a few of them. I've seen the original Godzilla, and I've seen some of the other ones. I like some of the American ones. I'm not saying they're the greatest movies. I'm usually just there for the monster action. But this one looked intriguing. I liked the especially for Japan, post-World War II setting. And that's where we pick up. We pick up with this kamikaze pilot who lands on this island that Japan has that's kind of like a mechanic and refueling island. It's not battle hardened or anything like that, just a bunch of mechanics there. And he claims something was wrong with his plane, but there's not. He doesn't want to do the kamikaze thing. And as they're there, Godzilla shows up. A smaller version of Godzilla, younger version, still huge, but a smaller version, and pretty much destroys the island. And he gets back to Japan. There's only 2 survivors on the whole island. He gets back to Japan and finds out his family's been wiped out. They're dead. And he ends up with this woman who has this child. It's not hers. She found this child. The child's family is dead, and they become this little family unit. And from there on, he has definite survivor's guilt post-war. They're trying to get their lives back together, and basically Godzilla rears his head once again and starts wreaking havoc, and the people of Tokyo have to band together and try to take Godzilla out before he kills them all. And that's pretty much Godzilla -1, just giving you a general plot. What did I like about this film? Well, the action set pieces with Godzilla are freaking spectacular. He looks great. This is the way Godzilla should look. He looks amazing. I loved his fire breath. Looks great. They make Godzilla scary. We're not just watching 2 monsters go at it. He's not an anti-hero here. He's definitely the bad guy here. And to me, that's what Godzilla always should be. We shouldn't, I mean, I like some of the American films, but really Godzilla is the anti-hero. It doesn't work for me overall as a narrative. He should be the monster. He should be something we all should be afraid of. And in this film, he definitely is. I liked the story. I liked the characters. I didn't want to see the characters get hurt. I didn't want to see them put in harm's way. It actually is one of the few Godzilla movies, because the American Godzilla films, let's be honest, the characters kind of sucked. This movie, even though it's subtitles and it's not dubbed, I cared about the characters. I cared about their plight. I cared about their story. They did a really nice job of characterization. And again, I love the post-World War II setting for Japan. They did a nice job with that. It really invested me even more into the film. Instead of setting this in modern time, I think it was brilliant that they went back and set it in post-World War II Japan. And the set design, the effects, there was only a few shots that I thought you could tell the limitations in budget, because it's been reported multiple places that this film only cost $15 million. And if that's true, I got to ask a question. What in the hell are we doing spending $200 to $300 million on movies where the CGI looks like shit? This movie had a $15 million budget, and there's CGI in this movie that looks amazing. There's some fantastic shots of Godzilla, especially when he's swimming in the ocean. The camera's at ocean level, looking right at him, and it looks amazing and terrifying. Even when it's behind him, showing him coming up on a ship, it looks great. Honestly, hats off to the filmmakers on this one. They knocked this out of the park. I absolutely loved it. I really enjoyed this film. If I had any complaints at all, and I do have a minor one, because even how they decided to defeat Godzilla, which I'm not going to say what it is, I actually dug it. And I love how it came about, where the citizens banded together, a lot of ex-military men, some scientists banded together and did it on their own, because the government was, in effect, basically non-existent, and nobody else was coming to help them, and they banded together, even though they just went through a horrible war, and they decided to try to save Tokyo by hatching this plan. I loved that, the brotherhood of it. They did a really nice job with it. And I really appreciated the care they took with this. And they really gave us a very serious very somber but kick-ass Godzilla film, and I was there for it. I really was. My only nitpick is, and it's a small one, because I did enjoy the characterization. I actually cared about the characters. I thought it was just a tad too long. But it's a minor complaint because I had such a good time and I enjoyed the film as it is. I still say they could shave about 10 minutes off of it, but at the end of the day, I really enjoyed this. I am shocked. I thought I would have a good time with it, but I am walking out and how I feel right now. I'm surprised. I feel I loved it as much as I did. I really, really loved this film. It's probably the best Godzilla movie. It might be the best one I've ever seen, honestly. And I haven't seen some of the other old Japan ones in a while, but it's really good. I don't know. I'd have to see it again, but right now I think this might be my favorite Godzilla movie of all time. I have to see it again. And I love their use of the original theme for the original Godzilla movie in parts. It got me jacked up. I enjoyed that a lot. But right now, out of the theater, I would give this one a 9.5 out of 10. I liked it that much. A 9.5 out of 10 for Godzilla -1. I can't believe I just said that, but I am. How are you planning on seeing this one, or have you seen it yet? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Share this video. I greatly would appreciate that. I'll be back soon with some more reviews, but until next time, bye.